Okay, so I apologize, but apparently we are not going to be able to run the above VTT in the chat in the background behind us until probably a later date. A little bit of technical hardware specification issues. But until then, we are still going to have D&D. We're still going to talk. We're still going to have fun. And we're just going to use imagination. So, anyway, let's recap from where we were before the technical issue. This is the first episode of actual live play here with the Tales of Blood and Sand group. We have Leobel, Demetrius, Clover, Leon, Miara, Styx, and me, your DM, Fox. And we did a little bit of downtime activity. They were in the process of kind of describing that a little bit before everything kind of fell apart. But our downtime activities are essentially we do a little bit of text-based role-playing, like they want to do blacksmithing, something like that. They'll send me a message during the times between our sessions to let me know that they're interested in doing that. And so when they send that to me, I'll give them a dice roll, or they'll do a little bit of a text-based RP where they go out and do something. And when they get back to the table, they can pick up from where they left off with that kind of done in the background. It's a little bit of character development. So I believe when we last left off, Demetrius was explaining that he had gone to do some blacksmithing during his downtime and spent a little bit of time with Heresy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
As well as did a couple things with the Brotherhood and the Arcanum Society. And that was all I did during mine.
All right. And then I think Styx was in the middle of detailing his before everything just kind of gave out. So would you like to try and pick up afresh? Are you able to do that?
Sure. I got a new rank in the Scholars Guild, or the Arcana Guild. And then I also went on 2 dates with a different Hollywood. And then Poots has gotten an upgrade. He looks pretty nice now.
Boots and boots.
Boots and boots.
Fancy dress boots, but boots nonetheless.
Let's see. And then anybody else want to jump in? Floor is all y'all's.
I went to the Luminary Vanguard and talked to my mentor. And he, I believe, is going to teach me how to make instruments, magical musical instruments in the future. And then I went and I spoke with Natalie Holloway.
All right. Anybody else?
Leon and myself, our first downtime was picking up a bounty that turned out to be a mission to shut down a slave trade market for children. So that was quite interesting.
Yeah, it turned from us looking for a bounty, somebody who was stealing from jewelry stores, to the thief actually being a young kid who could shapeshift into different people to hide himself from captures. And when we found him, he basically told us his story and how some of his friends are captives to the slave trade, and how he had to earn money to kind of pay them to free them, basically. And as we're trying to save his friends, it kind of went south. Um, the boy who we've grown attached to, Spike, he died while we were trying to save his friends. So yeah, after we killed the boss and rescued his friends, we went on a quest to try to bring him back to life. And I basically had to make a deal to where I had to, what is it? I had to get a seal put on me to revive this person because we didn't have the money to pay for the revival. So, long story short, Spike is alive now, but I have a seal on me, and the seal will not be removed until I pay the debt. And that's kind of where we left off on our bounty
Now,
downtime activity. Sorry.
I believe that with the rest of the group, there was kind of some unfinished expenditures that were meant for y'all as well, Leon and Riara. I'm not entirely sure if y'all ever got y'all's.
I vaguely remember Sticks saying that we were owed some money, but our characters don't know that. But out of character, we do.
Well, it has kind of been over a week, so you might in character know that too. That's one of those downtime things, is whether or not y'all kind of met up and discussed it. If so, then you probably do know and have probably already been paid that 200 as well. Sticks, you were the kind of go-to guy for that. Did your character handle any of that expenditures?
I don't know if my character would have met those two in our downtime. He was kind of busy.
Okay. Then in that case, we can just
But
Go
I
ahead.
think I did give it the last session to one of our other group members, if I remember correctly.
I thought you walked up and said that you had already cashed in the bounty and that was the expenses that y'all were given, and, you know, not to really follow suit with it because of variables.
Yeah, pissed off the merchants, asking for more money
Yeah, extortion.
for two new people.
Not extortion.
Yeah, I don't know if we really would have met over the downtime. It sounds like they were pretty busy, and I was pretty busy.
Yeah, we were actually supposed to like all meet up really, so they could decide if they wanted us to join the group or meet up with the guild master or something like that. I forgot all the
Correct.
details.
So I think what we're going to do to kick this off is I'm actually going to pick up with you two in particular, since y'all kind of left off on a cliffhanger from y'all's downtime activity, and kind of figure out what happened with that Spike character. If I remember correctly, when y'all left off, y'all had just finished with y'all's thing and he had opened up his eyes, and never really knew where y'all went from there. I didn't know what y'all planned to do with that character in particular, so I'm interested.
Let's get to it.
All right. So, Leon and Miara, when y'all left off, Spike was laying on an altar. Y'all had just performed a ritual with the local cleric. Well, very premium cleric. And at that point, it had left a mark on Leon, binding his soul to Aurelia, and the charge that if a debt was not contributed and paid, that his soul could be used as leverage in exchange for the missing debt. He sealed himself away for that NPC. And so as he did that, there was a great burst of gold and light, and he took his first breath after leaving this world and opened his eyes, leaving y'all to kind of figure out how to, well, let's just see how it all plays out. So as he takes his first breath, he's going to sit up, gasp, as he kind of looks around, fearful, unsure of his surroundings, confused. Where am I?
Like, it's okay. We brought you back.
I died?
Yeah, you took quite a hit there, buddy. Fortunately, we couldn't get to you in time, but we brought you back.
He's gonna
Don't worry about your friends. We got them out. They're safe. And they're in good hands.
he's going to nod, already kind of opening his mouth to ask about that. And as he kind of stumbles to his feet a little bit, he's gonna take a little bit of a tumble as he kind of falls to his knee and rights himself. And through teary eyes, he's going to begin to hug both of you. Thank you. I don't exactly know how I'm going to be able to pay you back for this. This surely cost you a fortune.
Don't worry about it, kid. We did this for your friends.
If it's all right, I'd much like to go and see them now. Do you know where they are?
Sure, no problem. We last left them at the Dune at the Dune Seekers Guild.
Out of character, Sea Urchins Guild, I believe, is where you left them.
Oh, Sea Urchins Guild. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, at this, you are going to kind of lead him back to the Sea Urchins Guild. The rest of the group is going to kind of be gathered there too. They're coming kind of in and out based on their own, ordeals. But towards the end of the night, they're all going to be gathered there. Most of them spend the night there, not all of them. And as Spike comes back in, him and his 3 friends are going to embrace for a moment. And they're going to take a moment, sit down at a table, and kind of laugh and cry and kind of revel in the moment of being free. Finally free from their slavery and their bondage, their debts and their fears. Their nightmare finally over, thanks to the help of Leon and Miara. And as they finish up, you're going to turn your attention back to the bar and to Azir. What does the rest of the group want to do here? You have part of the group already sitting at a table, kind of enjoying their meal like they normally do at the end of the day. Y'all are at the bar, kind of doing y'all's own thing as well. And Azir's just kind of there to intervene where needed, spending his time right there amongst the women of the night like he normally does. Despite being your handler, he's only there for when he's needed. And so I know that the group wanted to have a conversation. So y'all can pick it up however y'all want to handle this. Y'all can converse, y'all can end it and kind of reconvene in the morning. Your choice.
I have a question.
Sure.
What is the timeline on this pertaining to Styx? Is this before or after the second date?
So this in particular moment would have been the second. This would have been after. So this is going to be close towards the end of the week. So this kind of gives y'all a week to think about whether or not y'all want to bring in the recruits. What y'all's thoughts were. What do y'all do?
Me and Six wanted to talk to Ramen about the whole them tailing us thing.
I think that was Sticky Fingers and you.
That was me.
Okay. Me and Leia wanted to talk to Ramen about having him have people tail us.
Okay.
So how do you want to handle this, Leia?
I mean, if you're joining me, I'd like to both of us just go up and ask Ramen what his idea was.
Okay. So Ramen, you said is over there studying with the ladies of the night, right?
Always.
So I'm gonna walk up with Leia and say, excuse me, Mr. Robin, do you have a second?
He's going to gently slide one of them off of his lap and kind of set her down on the floor beside him. As she kind of giggles and purrs with his attention. And he is going to cross his hands, smile at you with his pearly whites, his olive green eyes, and say, of course, I have attention for all of you. My time is not needed for only one or the other. What can I do?
Well, we have some questions for you.
I may or may not have answers. Depends on the type of questions you have for me.
Well, I can think of two off the top of my head as I glance over at Leon and Miara.
We're a little bit confused. So, apparently you had them tail us?
I did. And rightly so. Seems like you needed their aid after all.
Right or not? Why don't you try introducing us to people next time? Because that's a bit hurtful.
Ah.
We could have taken them as hostile, and things could have went sideways had we not realized that they were not the enemy.
Unfortunately, introductions were not a thing of my luxury at the time. You see, after you decided to go off on your little excursion to the Underdarks, we had heard tell that there might have been an issue. Something about a certain thuggish organization that might have been trying to do something nefarious. As such, I was worried about you. I am your handlers after all. So, I decided to get two of our newest recruits to see kind of their own introduction, their own test. Could they track you down? Could they not? Seems to me that it was a win-win in my book. I saved my favorite team, and I got to put two more recruits up for the test. And it seems like they handled themselves perfectly. No?
but just still with a bit of disdain that you didn't at least loop us in somehow.
I'm going to. Is there a chair in front of me? Out of character, by the way.
Probably. It is a tavern full of things.
I'm going to pull the chair out, take a seat, and cross my foot on my lap really quickly, and I'm going to say, Mr. Ramen, how often am I here at the guild, doing this, that, or the third? You couldn't pull me aside and just say, hey, I have 2 new recruits that may or may not be crossing your path.
And how exactly am I to pull you aside when you're not here? Exactly. I did not know
You just
what happened
realized-
to any of you. I did not know where any of you had even gone. All of this was done behind the scenes through a Hollywood friend, I'm sure. Now,
I'm just going to realize that he has a point and then just begin to walk away and over towards Miar and Leon. And Leon.
Roger, Mr. Raven. We just didn't know they were going to be following. We could have had an incident. That was the only thing that could have happened. But thank you. Thank you for looking out for us.
could have had an incident, didn't have an incident. I say that is a testament to your judgment, my friends. However, going forward, if there is any new recruits, I will be more than welcome to pull you aside, should your ass be in my tavern.
I'm going to get up and say, thank you. And I'm going to walk back to the team.
He's going to nod to you, kind of, do the little cheer thing with the glass in his hand as he takes a sip. Anytime. Now, where were we? Pretty thing, come here.
I now know what Styx is doing at the table.
Is he watching all the pretty things?
No, Styx is heads down, like laying on the table. Boots is in front of him in his new getup, like strutting around, trying to get everybody's attention. Meanwhile, Styx has like a half-open bottle of the carnival wine, and it's still playing that he hasn't touched in a while.
Why don't you why don't you
Immediately gets quiet.
why don't you explain Hoots' getup?
I don't explain what.
Why don't you explain Hoots' getup?
He looks like a little professor. He has glasses, a little suit on. If you can see Fox's avatar, kind of a little bit like that. What he's wearing.
Oh, nice.
Question for you,
Yes.
Fox. Are pseudo dragons carnivores by any chance?
They are. Actually, omnivores, believe it or not.
Roger.
I thought you were going to ask me to explain the carnival wine.
I did too.
I don't think Leon and Miara understand the carnival wine. So this wine that he has, as it has the top popped off of it, while he's sitting there, not drinking it, just holding it, there's soft carny music that is playing out of the bottle of wine. Kind of like if you know what a merry-go-round music sounds like, it's very much like that.
Oh, wow.
As it's just kind of filling the tavern. This is a wine that he had picked up from earlier.
Professor Hoots is on the table, right?
Indeed, as he is
Around, bobbing
dancing around,
trying to
strutting
get
around.
attention, Yeah.
This is gonna be very very interesting what's about to happen because this is where I was planning on also introducing. So I am going to pull out Ajax and put him on the table and introduce him to the rest of the party.
I'm not over there, so.
Oh wait, what? Where are you?
I thought Leon and Miara were at the bar, so I walked over to them.
They are.
I was gonna go say
Oh,
hi. So
Okay, I'm not gonna pull out
3 of you.
Ajax just yet. Then I wanted to introduce him to the whole party, so I'm gonna wait.
Leobel, Leon, Miara.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a seat.
Yes.
So as you are sitting there at the bar,
And ask them how they're doing.
exactly that.
You're gonna have a me waltz up and I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, what's cracking?"
Oh, nothing much. Just finished reviving a kid and selling my soul to all eternity until I pay my debt back.
Yes.
Oh,
Honey,
God.
Lucille, you should look at it. Show it. Show it, honey. Hold your arm out.
Yeah, this little dual key that's on my arm here. Yeah, that's the seal.
Yeah, so around his arm,
Seal.
around his arm is a gold and red tribal band that goes around his wrist. And inside of it, you can see that there's some sort of writing. You may or may not be able to distinguish exactly what it says.
What language is it?
It is in Celestial.
I cannot. So I'm gonna just be like, fancy. Quick side question, real quick, just so I can kind of understand what's going on. Why?
I kind of felt responsible for getting a little bastard killed, so yeah, went ahead and did the do.
Oh, okay. Um,
How close
Were
is the
you
table
needing
to
money?
the bar?
Roughly about 10 feet or so.
Yeah, so yeah, we definitely need some money. I wanted to actually talk to the handler, sorry, to see if shutting down a slave organization yielded some type of money, but didn't get the chance to do that yet.
Can I hear what's going on at the bar from the table?
Give me a perception check.
Don't forget he's got Carney music in his ear.
Oh, I have
yeah,
not
he has some
forgotten.
party music in his
So
ear.
nosy.
Disadvantage then at that point then?
Yes.
Well, no, he has a band with celestial writing. I haven't actually got to use my celestial language yet. Five. Fuck.
Doesn't look like you're using that celestial language quite yet either.
I'm just gonna look at you and be like, "How much do you need?"
About 1,000 gold.
I'm going to pull out 100 gold from my pocket and hand it to you, and say, "Luckily, you talked to the one who also makes rash decisions." And hand you
Ah.
100 gold pieces.
The ring, right?
We don't talk about it.
Understood.
I'm just
Also,
gonna smile
I'm
and
not
nod.
sure.
And...
Hold on, wait. Do y'all know that it's the ring at this point? Because I haven't even explained that to anyone but Styx.
I don't think that they would yet.
Yeah, I don't think y'all know about the ring yet. Y'all just know.
Out
that
of
it's something
character,
hidden out
about it.
there on
I
the
think
side.
out of character y'all know about it. In character, I don't think y'all do.
Well,
Yeah,
we
'cause
we
I was
were.
going to tell Demetrius, but he decided that he didn't want to know, and so only Styx knows because he's the one who did the investigation.
Yeah, I can't remember if we were around when you were talking to Sticks about your ring.
No, it was a
I
very
know we were
private
in that
affair.
session. Oh, okay.
Because I'm not sure how many people I want to tell yet, because I'm not sure who I can trust. But in character, y'all don't know about the ring. Y'all just know that I made a rash decision because I just told you. At this
Okay.
point, I would like to go back over to the others.
Okay, and you do.
Not say bye or anything, just waltz away.
Okay. So you're going to make your way back over to the rest of the group and kind of slide into the booth, being extra sneaky
slide
as you
in-
do.
As I slide in, I'd like to say, all right, they have my vote. And just proceed to go about my business.
You have my sword. You have my loot. You have my ring.
I don't even have my ring.
My precious.
My precious. You can't have my precious.
We're at the tavern, right?
You are at the guild, the
I'm going
Sidewinders
to,
Guild.
Do they serve food at the Sidewinders Guild?
I don't see why they wouldn't. It's a guild hall for all of the guild
I'm gonna
members.
I'm going to go up to the bar and ask what they have on the menu food-wise.
Well, today they have a special, which is roasted boar with potatoes, garlic cloves, mead, a loaf of bread, and herb crusted as well. Herb crusted bread. And all of that can be yours for a measly 2 gold pieces.
I am going to order one of those.
Nice. Bartender's going to kind of motion back to the cook after he takes your gold, and cook's going to begin to work on your food. After about 5 or 10 minutes or so, it comes out on a nice cut log platter. Sizzling, smelling delicious. The herb crusted bread fills your nose. Feels like almost like a garlic herb. You can smell the basil and the butter in it. And the boar is perfectly seasoned, perfectly tender, as it just kind of falls apart on the plate. You take that. You enjoy yourself, he's going to tell you.
Thank you. I'm going to take the food back to the table. I'm going to split the meat in half and just drop a little bit of it into my backpack. And then I'm going to continue to eat the rest of the meal.
There's going to be a frenzy as something inside of your backpack begins to fold and tuck and weave all over the place inside of your bag, gnashing at the meat. Very excited to have meat.
I'm going to continue. I would.
So, what's y'all's decision about the 2 new people?
I'm going to say he already said that they have his vote. So once I get back to, I have no problem with them.
Clover, Sticks.
Is Mr. Ramen asking us that?
This is just me, out of curiosity.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with it.
Out of character, obviously. In character, I'm gonna be too distracted by hoots to say anything.
That's completely understandable, honestly.
Yeah.
Hoots
Entirely understandable.
Hoots
I'm
is
not
gonna
paying
be
attention to
Hoots is
anything
freaking
except for
adorable.
hoots right now.
Hoots is going to be dancing around as he kind of clatters his little talons, pulling off his glasses and kind of nudging to you, obviously wanting pets. And
Gladly.
as you begin to pet, he's going to hoot very quietly underneath his breath, completely content and happy. But you are going to notice something in particular, that Hoot seems to have gained quite a significant amount of weight over the last week.
Upon hearing the small little hoot, Styx is gonna finally speak up and say, "Please don't validate him."
At hearing that, I'm going to reach over and give him a little scratch.
Oh, he's just enjoying the time of his life right now.
He won't take it off, and I don't know if it's because he likes it or he's just trying to annoy me.
Well, I don't understand why you're annoyed. He's annoyed. He's adorable.
So at that, Mr. Roman is going to actually come over to Leon and Miara. Or sorry, not Leon and Miara. Not quite. Not quite. He's going to come over to the other group. Well, it's good to see that you're all back in one piece. But, nonetheless, I believe that y'all have a decision to make. You've left the two on, how do you say, red? I'm not sure what all the new kids are using these days with their pens and quills. Have y'all made a
Looks up at you
decision?
and laugh just a little bit. I would be like, according to everyone else, I'm not sure, but they've got my vote.
Well, this is pretty important. I need to know. Otherwise, what's the point of me going to make all the licenses and the other things? It's time consuming. I want to spend my time with the pretties.
Unless, wait, was our little discussion answering your questions in character or out of character?
That was just out of character. I was curious.
Okay.
In character,
figured it
I
was
need an
like
answer.
responding.
Styx is just gonna speak up. Whatever.
That's a yes. He's just sad.
I'm fine with it too.
As I'm eating my food, and so I said, I'm gonna say, as I told them when I got back to the table with food, I don't mind one way or the other. I'm just
Seems
gonna
like it's a
continue eating.
yes.
Fantastic. I'll go ahead and let them know then. It seems like he's going to look over to Styx, who is doing Styx things. Seems like
Whenever you
y'all
say that,
are
I'm gonna look up at you.
having issues.
I'm gonna look up at you whenever you say that and be like, well, if you don't mind, and if it'd be all the same, I'd quite enjoy asking them to come over.
You can be my guest.
So I'm gonna get up and head back over to Leon and Miar.
Just let them know that I'm looking for them later. There's some unfinished business that I have with them.
Don't worry, I'll send them your way as soon as we get done talking. Nothing crazy, but I'd rather tell them that they're joining than have them hear it from someone who's not in the group. It's a formality thing, if you know what I mean.
I do not, but I digress. He's going to take his leave. Going back to his table. And he's going to be talking with other handlers now, not doing what he was doing earlier.
Oh, okay. Looks like he still doesn't like me. I'm gonna continue walking over.
Right, you make your way over to Leon and Miara.
Well, you two? Why are you standing all over here alone?
We're just waiting for the verdict.
Well, I come bearing good news. You're with us now. Actually, that's probably bad news for you two, but oh well.
Only time will tell, friend. And thanks for the gold. I didn't get to thank you earlier.
That was kind of the point. Alright, come on. Let's go sit back down with the others. I'm sure they'd be very intrigued to hear about your sporadic life decisions.
Question before I arrive at the table. What's with the owl and the get up?
Oh, that I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. But you're gonna love Hoots. I just don't know
Fair
about
enough.
the get up. I don't understand what's going on there. However, getting on Styx's nerves, which means I love it.
That's rude. Out of character, that's rude.
Well, I mean, I like to be a pain in people's sides every now and then in the most harmless ways. Right? And this is harmless. It's just kind of funny.
So I'm going to, as they're at the bar, I'm going to scoot closer to Styx, since me and him have a close past. And I'm gonna be like, "Penny for your thoughts?"
Why you give him a bronze piece?
Copper for your thoughts?
You know what?
Copper for your thoughts?
I'm gonna give him a silver piece. I'm gonna scoot over a silver piece towards him. 'Cause I have silver pieces on hand right now.
Silver for a thought?
Silver for a sliver?
He's gonna get
Silver for a
pick his
second?
head up for just a second, drink more into the wine, and put his head back down.
Oh my god.
I'm fine.
Would you like me to a tiny bit scare your little bird into line for?
Turns out when you can't sleep, you can't really sleep off hangovers.
You didn't give me a yes or a no on the verdict of teaching your bird a lesson.
He's fine. Let him do him.
Jeez, teach him a
Did we make it to the
lesson.
table
Oh
yet?
my gosh. Y'all should be arriving as he finishes this conversation.
Do I
Okay.
hear him say, teach him a lesson?
No.
Well, again, I have been traveling with Styx for a while, so I've been dealing with this bird for a while as well.
Poor Hoots. Hoots is just trying to live his best life, man. Y'all are
And you're trying to
hating
kill
on
him.
him.
No, it wouldn't have been kill. It would have been scare.
Oh my god.
Kill my favorite bird.
He wouldn't have died. He would just probably hooted and flew back to Styx and tried to go back in his backpack. More than likely.
Rude. Alright, so we arrive
Alright.
at the table.
Yep. So y'all arrive at the table. You sliding back into your dark little hole. And the other two maybe sitting, maybe not. I don't know. It's totally up there to them whether or not they want to or not. But as they arrive, they are
Well,
going to
I'm
be.
gonna motion for
What are
them
you
to
guys
sit,
doing?
Oh, well, I guess they're sitting.
but they don't have to agree with me. I'm gonna motion for them to sit though.
This band of his, does he have sleeves covering it or is it visible?
Are you talking about the seal?
Yes.
Oh, I have my sleeve is covering the seal.
Okay.
I have to pull the sleeve down to reveal it and show you.
No, don't worry
Yes.
about it. It's just if I can possibly see this thing, I'm going to. But if I cannot, then
I'm
I'm
pretty
not.
sure. I'm pretty sure the our adventure is gonna come up in conversation, and somebody's gonna ask to see it. So,
All right. So y'all all.
gestures for us to see it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna politely decline and stand.
I, on the other hand, am going to
I'm gonna.
position myself next to Chloe because she is the closest to Hoots, and I am intrigued by this feathered new friend with clothing on. And hopefully he
I am.
notices me holding out my arm so he can come and walk on it so I can pet him.
Oh, he most definitely does.
Have you
I'm going
posted?
to,
Have you posted a picture of him yet, Sticks?
Yes.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah, we saw a picture.
Cute.
Yeah, a few days
Cute
ago.
as a button.
He's a mess.
I'm going
I'm
to,
gonna-
because he
Oh.
denies the gesture at sitting down and says he's going to keep standing. I'm going to look up at him and be like, I like this guy, and continue eating my food.
Styx is gonna pick his head up, grab the wine, and ask, "Wine? Anyone?"
I'm gonna reach my hand out, take the wine, and then cork it and be like, buddy, I think you've had enough.
It's still playing.
Dude, I was enjoying the music.
I
Dang.
think it still plays.
Yeah, it still plays through the cork. It's just now funky
Oh, okay.
sounding because you've already busted the seal. Well, I'm gonna cork it and be like, buddy, I think you've had enough. You look a bit worse for wear.
You know what? You've had enough.
Is there an empty cup nearby?
At that, I'm gonna get irritated and pop the cork again, and then just take a swig and be like, "Now I've had enough." And
There
cork
should
it again.
there should be at least a cup nearby. They've all been
I'm gonna grab
here.
I'm gonna grab an empty cup and gesture for him to pour some wine in it. I'll take a swig.
I'll pour you a cup, but I'll make sure to pour it like as full as I can, so this thing will shut up soon.
I don't know how long
Oh,
ago that
tops
day
when it's
was,
done.
but if it was at least more than one day, he's definitely had it for more than one day. And it's been playing the whole time.
Yeah,
Probably pissed off some people in here.
it's been playing for a hot minute.
So I'm
You
going
you will
to-
notice that around you, nobody is really sitting around you. They're all sitting on the other side of the guild.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the privacy, but dang, this sound is annoying.
ask you, while sitting next to you again, and be like, "So, where'd the bird get the get up?"
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Scarlet.
that explains a lot. So, how did this happen?
It's a long story. And at that, he's gonna look up at both Leon and Miara and be like, "Oh, I have something for you." He's gonna dig around in his pockets and pull out a bag. This is from that job that we did. I managed to get at least 200 gold for each of you, and I'm gonna put it on the table.
I'm going to look at you and be like, speaking of which, how much did I make from that encounter? Because
We
I
already
was never
got our
told.
gold.
Did
I
the
was
same
never
as
told out
everybody
of
else.
character though, because I don't know what's going on.
200 gold.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna pick up one of the bags of gold and kind of give Miara a side eye.
And I'm gonna take my 200 gold and just toss it to him and say, "You need it more than me."
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Ah, yes.
Why does he need you?
Great question. Why do you need gold, sir?
All right, if any of y'all happen to notice it, I'm over here chuckling at the question, but I'm not saying a word.
It's a long story. Our bounty ended up turning into a slave trade venture to where I accidentally killed a kid. So I felt so bad that I gave him my life instead. So, and I'm gonna gesture my arm and pull my sleeve down, and this is kind of the cost of bringing the kid back. So now I owe a debt, and until I pay that debt, this seal is gonna be here.
Cool. Since I'm looking straight at it and I understand Celestial, I am going to be intrigued because I haven't seen Celestial writing since I left my parents. I am going to take a closer look. I am going to read it. What does it say, Fox?
So on there, it has a counter that right now stands at 1,000.
I'm going to look at Leon and I'm going to say, the gold you owe, 1,000 gold by any chance?
Why, yes. How did you know?
You're pretty much branded with that number on your arm.
And
Figures.
I'm gonna just chuckle and be like, it makes sense that the angel's able to read whatever that fancy stuff is.
Well, with the gold I have now, I'm halfway there.
I would
am going
contribute.
to
I would contribute, good sir. However, currently saving up for a mount of the sorts, and I'm already 2/3 there. So,
Completely understand. You know, I did this to myself, so the only one who can really fix this is me.
I'm gonna say he's a bit heartless as I start shaking the jug, trying to feel how much wine is left in here so I can get this bottle to finally shut up.
not heartless.
Styx is
Just
apparently a
frustrated.
slow drinker. So it's only about halfway gone.
Why?
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
am going
I'm gonna
to.
realize what Styx said about sleeping off a hangover. Hangover is body ailmented, is it not, Fox? Like your body is what feels the hangover, is it not? Not your mind.
I would say that it's probably an ailment. I could see that.
Ah, I am going to use a spell.
Don't you dare.
I can make your ailments go away.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yo ho, now you're
Kill
sober.
him.
Do it.
Do
Do it.
Silver's gone.
Do it.
I
Do it.
already did.
Oh, you did
okay.
it?
I cast counterspell.
Please don't. Please
God
don't.
damn.
Because I was gonna
dude.
give you I was gonna give you the bottle back.
What
I'm
did you
gonna walk
try and
over to
what did you
Clover.
try and cast? I'm sorry. Hold on, what did you try and cast, Damage?
I was gonna do cure wounds. But you
Does
just counter
cure
spelled it.
does cure wounds cure that kind of ailment? That's like a lesser restoration spell is what you need there. I would say.
You think so? Because that's a body ailment, and it says,
Well,
and I quote, a creature you touch.
it would be more like poisoning. It would be a condition. Drunken state would be a condition, I would say.
Okay.
Because
Okay. That makes sense.
it's more like a mental thing because it does things to the brain.
What about lay on hands? Will that work?
No, chief.
It says neutralize a poison affecting the creature, cure a disease, or neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Well, that might actually work. I would say alcoholism is a poisoning.
And technically, that's not a spell, so we can't technically counter that.
Hey, Chloe, what were you trying to say?
Yeah, I think Leon and Chloe are trying to do something.
I am going to pull 500 gold out of my bag and offer it to Leon.
Holy crap.
This will this cover the rest of your debt that you owe?
I'm gonna have a surprised look on my face and stroll over to her and grab the bag and look at it, and then back at her, and then look at the gold again and back at her.
Are you
Uh,
willing to accept this from me?
this is very generous. We just got to the group, and I appreciate it and all, but you sure you're willing to give us this much gold starting off?
As he
I
asks
am.
that, I would like to.
We
Okay. I was gonna say I'd like to do the weird mind link thing and tell him in his head just take the gold.
What were you about to say, Chloe?
I don't let my team die. I'm not one for I'm not one for that. So if this will cover it, take it and I will make it back.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm just gonna nod my head in agreement and take the gold.
So I'm gonna gesture him to the middle of me and Chloe so we both can pet him and give him all the attention that he wants. And I'm gonna formally introduce myself. Hello, I'm Miara.
You know my name, but you can call me Clo or Clover or Clobro, whatever one sticks best with you.
I'm going to light up at hearing the name be mentioned since I said it at the beginning. Like finally, it's getting recognition.
Name's Leon. I appreciate everybody's assistance on this.
You're a part of our team now, so we're gonna help you out as much as we can where we can.
Oh, I
We
forgot
kind of do that for each other.
forgot to mention, by the way. Leon, me and you can now communicate in your head for the next 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god. Do I
I can
want
break
that?
it at any time, but I just mentioned that real quick so that I can tell you in your head and be like, by the way, this is a fairly normal thing. Um, I'm still figuring out how stuff works, but yeah, I can link people. All right, have fun, and then I'm going to cut the link so that nothing happens. Just gonna remove the link from your head,
Gotcha.
and then I'm going to introduce myself and say name's Leah.
I'm
Nice to
Sticks.
meet you.
Stick sounds so sad.
I'm gonna have a confused look on my face and kind of look at Sticks and say, "You have a bad night."
They stole my wine.
I'm going to just begrudgingly hand you the bottle back and be like, "Can you please make it shut up?"
No. And he's gonna uncork it and just leave it on the table.
Thank you. I was actually listening to that. I'm gonna continue eating my food.
I'm just gonna pull out a knife and just start just like sharpening it over in the corner, muttering under my breath. Stupid.
Did
carn-
Demetrius lay on
Jesus
hands
Christ,
me?
I hate the frickin' stupid. carn-
No, because I realized
Okay.
after trying to do cure wounds that you didn't want to be healed, so I didn't take it a step further.
Well, now that our introductions are up and out of the way, I believe we have a relic to go and get and find.
Not yet. I'm going
Not
to
yet?
look at the new two, and I'll be like, "Y'all have a meeting with Mr. Ramen." I may or may not have interrupted it by asking to join over to by asking to walk over and say hi to y'all myself. You do have to talk with him.
Okay, we'll do that now. We'll make it quick. We'll be right back.
Okay, out of character, Mr. Ramen and Mr. Azar. That's the same person? Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
same person. I just couldn't spell
Everyone-
his name when I was doing my notes.
Everyone just kind of
Yes, Mr.
adopted to
Ramen.
calling him Mr. Ramen. So,
Oh my
It's
God.
funnier that way, so we kept with it.
but yeah, his name is, I believe his name is Azair, was what originally it was. But now it's
something.
just become Mr.
What
Ramen.
is spell it? Spell it.
Yeah, I thought it was Azir. Azhir.
I think it's Azhiir.
Azir, gotcha.
But everyone just calls him Mr. Ramen now. So
It's Azir Ramen.
yeah.
Yeah, Zir Ramen.
Gotcha.
So we just call him Mr. Ramen.
And I'm back in character. Yeah, I already know what he wants. Come on, Miara, let's go talk to him.
While,
After you.
while that has gone on, did we decide if we're doing the relic quest next?
We are.
Oh, yes,
We are.
While they're going to talk to them, can I head over to Theta to let her know that she needs to start preparing?
You can.
Oh, I want to tag along. I'm gonna follow. I
So-
think I know where she's at. I want to go there.
As Sticks gets off the table, he's going to grab the bottle of wine, look at Leia, drink it all the way down, put it back on the table so it's silent, and then leave.
And I am
I'm
going to
to
follow
say
him.
thank you.
I am going to look at the team and say, I'm going to make sure he's all right and nothing bad happens to him when he's in this state. And I'm going to follow.
Also, before I leave, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and I'm going to make ominous whispers in Leia's ears that he has no clue where it's coming from.
Don't I have to make a save for that?
No, that's not how that works. Dramaturgy is not. It's just
That
creating
sucks.
an effect.
Okay.
Steal your.
We can dull lights. We can.
I'm going to laugh at hearing I'm going to steal your ring and be like, I can't even take it off. Good luck.
I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy, and then keep
I'll just
walking.
look at him like he's crazy and then move away ever so slowly until I'm on the other side of the room.
Oh, you can keep Hoots here too.
Duly noted, he is my new best friend.
Since they're going to that, I have an out of character question. Do I have time to go by the black market and still get a long rest tonight?
Ooh, good luck.
Maybe.
All right, in that case, I'm going to just put my hand on my chest and just disappear and walk out.
Okay.
Your hair doesn't look that good.
I got an out of character question.
I knew that one.
What's up, Cleo?
But,
Yeah, go ahead.
did you even discuss how much the bounty was when we first accepted it?
Nope.
Why would you accept a bounty without knowing that?
Newbie error.
Everyone learns the first time.
Yeah, but that just seems kind of like something that you should know.
Yeah, it's like a common sense thing.
I think I made note of it being 100 gold. It's small.
I believe it was a small bounty.
God darn it.
Don't you
Okay.
have 1,000 now? 500,
Well-
500.
I was gonna try to get more, being that we shut down the whole slave trade organization, but you know.
You've got your 1,000 to not die, though.
Yeah, I know. I
but
was
things
gonna
more,
out of character. I was gonna collect whatever money he did give us and distribute it back to y'all because y'all
Is-
assisted me.
Even I know that in character. Because I watched as you were given 1,000.
Before they start their talk with Mr. Ramen, is the guild busy, Fox?
It's about as busy as it usually is late at night. Now, this is by no means a tavern, but it's a lot cheaper on the adventuring parties than a tavern. So you will see that there's a lot of activity that kind of passes through here. So it's busy-ish. I would say it's probably about as busy as probably a mid-level tavern would be.
Can I perform here? Question mark?
I don't see why not, though you're going to have to deal with the other performers on stage because this is a very popular venue.
Oh, that's fine.
He's gonna
I have a
double
history with
instrument
other
them off.
performers on stage.
Well, enjoy, because these are not
That's a
your
really
local
important thing.
tavern people. These are adventurers just the same as you.
Okay.
So, yes, this will be a performance check. It depends on how you're wanting to do this. If you're wanting to compete with them, join in with them, or just perform whenever there's a free spot. Your choice.
Can I join in with them?
If you want to join in with them, I need you to give me a performance check, but not with advantage. So just say flat performance check this time.
Oh boy, 9. That's not great.
Don't forget she has dancing Hoots too.
She does have hoots. I feel like that should
Oh yeah,
give
I
her
have
advantage again.
hoops.
As you kind of walk up to perform with the rest of the group, there is a merry band of about 4 or 5 people that are up there performing, and one of them is a girl in high-heeled leather boots with fiery red hair that plays a violin. Well, their rendition of what a violin would be. Best way to describe it. And as she is kind of performing, she is going to be caught up in the music as she dances from table to table. She's captivating, grabbing people's attention left and right. And as you slide in with the rest of the band to kind of play, you are going to perform with them. You're not going to stand out as much as everybody's kind of enjoying the show, but there's something about this girl in particular that brings a certain air to the guild hall. Something that entrances people to pay attention to her, demands their attention. As you perform just as well as anyone else out there, except for her. And you begin to see that there's a possibility that you might not be the best performer in the guild hall.
All
But
right, sounds good.
you do enjoy the night kind of playing with all the rest of the group. As you kind of walk around and play, people are going to cheer for you. You're going to dance on the stage. Hoot's going to dance on your shoulder. And, but yeah, you don't do bad. You just kind of blend in with everybody. But you're definitely eclipsed by the fiery redhead. Leon, Miara. As she is performing, you are going to make your way over to Mr. Ramen, who is kind of entranced by the fiery redhead woman as well. And but as y'all get closer, his attention is going to break away, and he is going to call you over to kind of a private table of his own to talk with y'all. And as he gets situated, he is going to motion for you to sit down. You may or may not. Your choice.
I will not.
Yeah, I'll stand as well.
Suit yourself. So as y'all walk over, he is going to kind of take a drink out of his tankard that he brought over, set it off to the side. He's going to kind of furl his fingers, intertwine them with each other as he kind of rests his chin on top of his fingers. Well, I heard that you had quite an interesting adventure while you were away, no? I'm assuming that you were successful in your negotiations with my friend.
If you want to call successful trading a soul for a brand with a price tag on it that we don't pay, my husband will die, then sure. It was successful.
Despite the sarcasm, I would say that that was successful. Price tags are not cheap for bringing souls back. How would you equivalent the price of a soul?
It was
But
worth it.
Yep, definitely worth it. Would I do it again? That's another discussion.
well, I had a moment to talk with a couple of friends to negotiate kind of what exactly I can reward you for something like this. And unfortunately, if you're okay taking kind of a sacrifice to the reputation of your Dune Seekers, you might be able to build a little bit of reputation here at the guild hall for a sizable fee. We're all competition here. I hate to tell you that, but their bounties are our bounties. As such, you are, after all, sidewinders now. No?
This is true.
Well, the guild is willing to part with 800 for this whole ordeal. It's definitely a lot more than what you were going to be paid for bringing in the fiery redhead kid.
$800 gold, huh? What do you think, Miara?
I kind of hunch my shoulders. We did shut down a flavor operation.
You did. But, like I said, bounties are bounties. Whether it be through the Dune Seeker, the Brotherhood, the City Guard, or ourselves. And we like to try and keep the business reputations internal. In other words, we shut down a slave operation. You see where I'm going with this?
I suppose it's a good price.
And as you said before, it is way more than what we were going to receive for just the bounty.
Though the slave operation was shut down, unfortunately there's not much left to investigate. For some odd reason, it seems to have gone up in flames. So unfortunately, we have to make do with what we have left.
Well, buildings catch fire all the time. Nothing we can do about it.
Yes. Especially out here in this hot desert heat, I'm sure. So, with no real evidence to work with, there's not much else that we can do to track down this side of it. But, nonetheless, slave operation did get shut down, and illegal event did become obsolete. And a few weary souls were saved from a nightmare. Now, is that 800 gold worth? Guess that's your decision to make. But this is what the city is offering us. And so, I'm offering it to you. I would not take this lightly. Normally, the guild takes a cut whenever we make a public statement like this. But they were willing to look the other way and give you the full bounty for you, given the circumstances.
I think it's a good price.
We'll
take it.
Great. And as such, we will take part of the recognition for this. Of course, it was our members that did finish the bounty, so it's only fair. You get the pay, the guild hall gets the reputation. I think that's a win-win. It's going to give you kind of a stern look. Let you know that this is pretty serious.
We understand.
I'm just going to return his serious look and nod my head.
That he's going to set down a nice fat sack of coin just for y'all. Oh, and by the way, 2 things. 1, congratulations on being accepted into the finest guild, the finest team. 2nd, don't let the finest team kill you.
We'll try.
He's going to make his way back over to the table and kind of wink at you as he smiles. In the meantime, we have a sneaky owl who's been making his way out into the streets, stumbling through as he nudges his way through crowds of onlookers, consumed with his own thoughts.
I thought Demetrius was with me.
He
I
is.
am with them
He's
as well.
catching up. I'm getting to that. And behind him, a paladin with a watchful gaze tries to catch up to him. Now you can continue.
My bad. I'm
I
sorry.
I'm going to ask you as I'm trying to catch up to you. So why don't you want me to cure your ailment?
It's fine. I'm fine. Just get where we're going. You know you didn't have to come with me.
I don't need to come with you, but I want to come with you. I need to make sure you're fine. And we're going to go see Theta. Theta is somebody who we have a mutual beneficial relationship with the Arcanum Society with. So I wanted to attend.
Okay.
We make our way to the Arcanum Society, I'm assuming,
Oh,
folks?
Are you letting me lead the way? Because Styx actually has no
Yes,
clue where he's going
absolutely.
at the moment.
That's kind of what I was
So we're
hoping
just
for.
walking in circles.
You are just kind of walking in circles.
Do I see anything familiar at this point? I'm seeing we're walking in.
Give me a survival check.
Oh god. Eh,
Uh-oh.
an 18! We're good! We're good!
With an 18, you do notice that you are in a completely different part of the town than you've ever been before.
Sticks? Where are we?
Somewhere.
This
Everywhere
isn't
is
be the
somewhere.
first. This isn't gonna be the first time Sticks is gonna see this. I'm gonna pull Ajax out of my backpack. I'm gonna tell him to fly up high and see where we're at.
Why is there a
He flies
gremlin in
up.
your backpack?
Not a gremlin! He's a pseudo dragon! This is Ajax.
So as you pull
That's
out
what I said, a
Ajax,
gremlin.
he is going to kind of look at you concerningly and then fly up into the air and kind of look around. Full disclosure, I'm not sure Ajax knows what he's looking for exactly.
I'm going to communicate with him through my mind and say, I just need to know.
I believe that
So,
you
I'm
can
going to-
see through his eyes too. That is an option.
So, okay, I'm gonna look through his eyes and see if I see anything familiar.
So about 3 districts over, you see the Arcanum Society.
Alright. I am going to. I can still speak, right, as I'm looking through these eyes.
I believe you're blind and
Okay.
deaf, but I do believe you can
Okay.
speak.
Okay, so I am going to tell Styx. The Arcanum Society's 3 districts over that way. And I am going to get out of my sight, and I am going to have Ajax come back to me. He just lands on my shoulder.
And then Styx is going the opposite way.
I'm going to grab him by his hand and say that way.
Fine, lead the way.
Wait, do you not want to go to the Arcanum Society? Where are you going?
I don't know.
Alright, it'll be okay. Do you want to hop on my back and I can carry you the rest?
Piggyback ride? Yes, please.
Alright, I am going to squat down. He's going to climb on my back.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to
Right.
need an athletics check here, bud.
Roger that. I have advantage here. Well, not advantage. Proficiency here. Oh god, I got a nat 1 with a fucking 5? This is bullshit, I got a 6.
And
Got more
just
teeth
like
for you
that,
than Chris.
as you pick him up, you begin to kind of realize how heavy an owlin can really be. As he is now, it's not so much that he's like, it's not so much that he's heavy, as much as soon as he gets on your back, he just goes limp and just dead weights on you. He's not even trying to help. As you just feel the entire weight of an owlin on top of your back. And you begin to kind of stumble forward through town. Now you are able to carry him. He is a lighter type of race. However, he is absolutely not contributing to this at all.
Hey, Zach, how many of these houses and stuff have unlocked doors and windows?
I don't know.
Because Styx is constantly casting thaumaturgy.
What do you guys
What, just knock open windows and doors?
Unlock doors or windows to fly open.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder. Is this you?
So,
No, and you definitely see him pointing at everything.
yeah. So as you are walking down the street, windows, doors, anything that is not bolted down or locked is just flying open as people scream and yell. One girl is just standing in the doorway cooking, minding her own business. Another kid is standing at the door whenever one bursts open. A guy is up there taking a bath whenever the window opens up. He's just standing there nude as water drips down. And he screams out and yells. You're making a huge spectacle in the middle of this district.
Is all of the commotion loud enough that wherever I am heading to the black market, I can hear this?
No, because you're headed the opposite direction.
dang.
You're headed where you're supposed to be going.
That would be really funny.
Alright, how long until we get to our said destination?
No, that's a great question. How long does it take? At the rate that you're going right now with all the problems that you have, it could take about 20 minutes. I could see that.
Okay. When we finally get to our destination, I'm gonna say, you could have helped me. At least hold yourself up.
Styx is gonna get up. He's like, I'm not even drunk. Let's go. He is very clearly drunk.
Alright, I am going to, at this point, I'm gonna say, I'll show you. Now I'm gonna put a hand on him. Lay on hands. You are now cured.
Well, not drunk anymore. As he slowly begins to sober up.
Oh no.
He said, oh no.
Alright.
From his
So now we go to
backpack, you
Theta.
just hear ba 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 da 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 da.
I only had one.
Dang.
Sucks.
Wait, I don't think you finished your bottle yet, though.
He
Not
did.
everyone drank it.
He drank it all before he left out of spite.
That's right.
He chugged half a bottle to spite me.
And that's what did
That's
it.
right. And now you're sober.
Ugh. Are we at the Arcanum Guild?
We are at the Arcanum Guild.
You are at the
And
arcade.
what are we doing here again?
You said we were gonna come here and talk to Theta about the relic item and being ready.
Right. The relic for Theta. Theta's relic.
How many fingers am I holding up? I'm gonna put 2 fingers up.
2, I can count.
Alright, just needed to make sure you were fine. Alright, so I'm gonna walk up to the front counter and I'm gonna ask if Theta's here.
think we're looking for the archaeology department.
Well, I'm new at this. I don't know.
She
So,
is,
which
but
way are you
she's
recommending?
probably sleeping. So late at night.
Hey, Demetrius, why'd you take me out so late at night?
Oh my god. I'm gonna look at you and be like, alright, did you know she sleeps this late? I mean, this, like, yeah, do you know she's asleep at this time?
I mean, normally everybody is asleep at this time.
You brought me here, you drunk bastard. We'll be leaving now. And I'm gonna start turning back towards the door.
Hey, Demetrius, this is a classic Sticks and Demetrius adventure.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
As we're walking back through the alleyways, I want to mention, man, that sure has a lot of open doors and windows.
Does anyone look at us, seeing us come back down the street, like scared?
They're all quickly trying to shut their windows. And you notice distinguishingly that there is constant sounds of clicking as y'all walk by, which would imply that they're all locking their doors and windows now. So this is probably the most secure district in the entire city at the moment.
Hey, Demetrius, I think I'm doing a better job at being a guard than you are.
I'm gonna put my hand in my palm. Yes, Sticks, you have made this area secure. Good job. Alright.
Just so that people can see in the back of the stream, I was able to actually get a picture of the little owl so that people could see it. There's the picture of the little owl.
This is very much a classic Sticks and Demetrius adventure. I imagine this happened a lot.
How long does it take us to get home?
Are y'all
Now that we're
going back
not
the
drunk and
correct
carrying
way, or are
out.
y'all going the long way around? Because the correct way, you'll get back there in about 5 to 10 minutes. The long way, well, 20 to 30.
Zach,
Great question.
Fox, a warlock is never lost. He means to go exactly where he needs to.
Indeed.
He's where he is meant to be at all times.
I'm going to say roughly
I
about
think we get
15
lost,
minutes for y'all to
especially
get
since
back.
I'm without hoots.
Oh, yeah,
Ah!
probably.
But Ajax is here. It's fine. It's fine.
Probably takes y'all about 15 minutes or so to get back.
So, I'm going to, Okay. We get back to the tavern. I am going to walk straight up and say, this man got us a...
Oh, my God.
Also, Theta was already asleep when we got there.
Oh, barkeep, how much for wine?
I'm gonna shoot a glance at the barkeep. You give that man wine, we're gonna have problems.
$5 gold pieces.
Sticks is going to put the 5 gold pieces down and put down 2 more. This is for you, my good man.
Commerce is good. It's going to take his gold and
Ye-
he's going to give you the
Give
wine.
him the wine.
Oh, yeah. Money's money.
I'm gonna shoot Ajax a look, and I'm gonna have Ajax fly and grab the bottle. I now have that wine.
I don't know. It depends on how hard he's holding on to it.
Oh, he's holding it hard.
Sticks, give me an athletics check.
White knuckle levels of hard.
Demetrius, give me an athletics check. For your little dragon.
Like that.
D20
Oh,
plus your strength
shit.
modifier.
Hold on. Extras.
Oh. In the meantime,
Where's
Leobel,
my strength? Oh, shiz, dude. Okay. Eh. Which one is that again? That one? Yeah, no, it's D12. Eh.
Leobel, I
There
assume that
we
you're
go.
going to the
Eh.
I assume you're going to the underground for what we were talking about earlier
Alright,
this
what'd
week.
you roll, Sticks?
Yes, I'm heading to the black market in an attempt to buy a hidden blade.
Gotcha. What'd you roll, Sticks?
I cannot hear a word you were saying, Fox.
Trying to see what Sticks rolled.
Oh shit! He rolled a 2! I outrolled him with my Ajax. He rolled a 12.
Tisk tisk. Looks like you lose your wine, Sticks.
I'm trying to figure out how much of an asshole I'm about to be. Silvery bars.
I have to roll it again. God damn it. With a 2 though, it can't be that hard to beat,
No,
right?
it's fine. You can go.
Okay.
Go on with Lee stuff.
I just
Leah
don't
Bell.
want you to get drunk, to BH.
I'm gonna have you go back down to the Underdark. You remember how to get there? I'm assuming.
Wasn't it that bookshelf in the shop in the middle of the poor people district? Ultra lower class, you know? Where thieves and pickpockets roam the streets in mass numbers.
Actually, it was in the
And you go talk to
merchant.
the old man.
It was in the marketplace. There's a little rundown bookstore.
Merchant, thieves and pickpacks, thieves and pickpockets, merchants, potato. Same thing.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
been a minute. But seeing as how it hasn't been that long for Leah, I'm just gonna assume that she kind of knows how to get there, because it's been what, a week? Do you want me to roll a history check?
No, you're fine. So you are gonna make your way down to the Underdark, to go and see if you can find that merchant that was giving out the hidden blades. It has been a week. The stalls have
Just
kind
in
of
case.
removed around. What are you looking for now?
Okay. Hidden blades, but I was going to say just in case I need more money on my account because they use their special coin. I'm gonna go ahead and just deposit 500 more into that, and then I can get it back whenever I leave. Whatever's left over. 500 more gold. You know?
Yes. I need actually an investigation check first.
All right, investigation check.
I need to see if you can find them again.
That is a 19.
19. Okay. After looking around for a minute, you do end up finding a merchant that is selling weaponry. One such merchant in particular is selling more of the illegal, illicit type of weaponry. So a few poisons, lockpicking sets. You can tell this guy's kind of in the shadier, thievery, assassin line of work. He is selling a hidden blade. It's a wrist glove that hides the blade, and looks like he doesn't have very many.
Question. All right, and this is just thematics and theatrics, but theoretically, is the blade on a pivot kind of like the hidden blade from AC3?
It slides out like AC1.
Fine. I just wanted to see if I could push it a little bit. All right. So I'd like to go up and ask him a little bit about his wares and how much it might be.
What do you want?
I was about to actually ask that. Does that mean he has to cut off his?
Oh, he did say AC1, didn't he?
He did.
Oh.
But this does not. This is not like this. This is one of those that you kind of like Spider-Man, I guess, where you lift your wrist and it comes out. Then it has a retracting mechanism. You don't have to cut off the finger for this. Yeah, there you go.
So it's like the one from AC2.
Yes. No finger
Got it.
removal this time.
Then I would like to ask about the hidden blade in particular.
It's a blade, and it's hidden. What more do you want to know?
Pricing, my good sir, pricing.
30 gold flat. No bothering bullshit.
Would you mind if I tried it on first?
Would you mind if I get to keep your other hand?
Oh shit.
What if I paid you 10 now, try it on, and then pay you the other 20 once I try it on?
I
All in good
said
faith, I
no
promise.
bothering bullshit, and the price is 30.
All right, all right.
This isn't some market where you can come in and try on the clothes like you're in the fucking gala.
Okay, jeez. Just wondering. I'm gonna hand him the 30 pieces. I'm gonna take the hidden blade.
He's gonna take the gold, stash it, and he's just gonna slam the blade down. Fuck off.
Yeah. I grab the blade and go to walk out as I put it on my hand.
It fits well. It does
Great.
fit well. I'll get
Now
you.
I'm going to check the mechanism
It
by
also
moving my
works
hand out of the
well.
way.
It's well oiled. It slides out. It slides out smoothly and retracts as you slide your hand back down.
I would
working
like
off of a
to
mechanism
check
and
to make
built
sure
in.
that everything is tightened properly so that it doesn't come flying whenever I activate it. Would that be investigation or?
Just give me a perception check.
All right. Then perception it is. That is 17.
To your knowledge, it looks well put together, ready to go, tightened, oiled, not
Is there a
used.
safety switch question? Since I just rolled perception. Something to keep it from misfiring whenever I'm not in combat.
Leah Bell. Stop it.
All right.
It's fine.
Nah, these are shady people. Can't blame me. All right, as I leave, I'd like to get all of the money that I deposited in back in gold pieces, which is a whopping 610 now.
And you put everything in there. You had no idea how much it was going to cost, huh? So I will get you the stat block for that. It does 1d6 piercing damage, but there's an extra finesse to it.
Nice.
So there is a special trigger with that too. If you make an attack against a creature that has not yet taken a turn, it does an extra 1d6 damage. for the surprise feature.
Perfect.
So
Does it compound with sneak attack? Like if I can get sneak attack, does that also stack kind of like the assassin rogue
Yeah.
quick thing? All right, cool.
if you get the advantage, then yeah, it triggers, or triggers off of 5 feet too.
Okay, so it triggers like sneak attack would for an assassin. Got it.
Yep.
Works for me.
All right. And with that, y'all are, I assume, all going to make your way back to the tavern to rest for the evening so that y'all can deal with the relic the next morning. Right?
Alright, so everyone's going to bed? Is everyone going to bed?
Yeah.
Sticks, are you going to bed?
I mean,
He doesn't sleep.
I don't know what your term. Yeah.
Are you headed to your room?
Yes.
Ajax is going to fly back towards you with a bottle of wine. He didn't want you to get drunk, but throughout, like, where you could make bad things happen. But now you have your wine back.
Yes, drink happily in your room where you can't make bad things happen. Proceeds to also make bad things happen from a room.
Yeah. You are kind of giving it to a mage class.
He has his wine. I'm going to my room. Whatever happens while I'm asleep, I hate to say this is not my problem.
All right, just for flavor, how far away is Leia's room?
Do it. Come on, do it. I dare you. Do it.
About 20 feet.
So all throughout the night, he's just gonna hear the sounds of the carnival music with thaumaturgy.
Oh god! Oh god!
You fall asleep to the sweet, soothing sounds of accordions and Calliope music.
All right. I could sleep to that. It'll be fine.
Like a lullaby on a merry-go-round or a 3-ring circus in your room. It changes throughout the night.
How thin is the wall?
Well, there's a couple rooms between you and him.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Dang.
Whose room is next to his by any chance?
Who's
I
this
just
next to
didn't know
Leah Bell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's yours.
Oh god, I hear the music.
It's 2 in 1.
you just hear in the middle of the night, ah, and then a just chair hits the wall.
You know what? Can a thaumaturgy counter a thaumaturgy?
He's
I don't think
constantly
so.
casting it. It
Okay.
doesn't work that way. Even if it did, you couldn't stay up all night and
He gets
counter.
bored of it
All
about 30
right.
minutes.
All right. I'll go to sleep.
I think
Rest.
that's pretty funny.
Take y'all's long rest. And then y'all wake up bright and early in the morning, right around the 7th hour. So, good old fashioned 7 o'clock in the morning. As you make your way downstairs, they are serving breakfast. If you want breakfast, that's great. It's a gold piece. Enjoy.
I will definitely take breakfast. Give me the
Cool.
brekkie.
Oh, not
So
to be
full
that
from
guy,
last
but
night.
do we have to pay for our weekly downtime stuff for our rooms and
Oh yeah. See, it's how many a night for me?
It's half the price of your living. So if it was 5 days, which technically it was a week, if y'all want to do the full week, it would be 7. So
Yeah, it's 7.
I think that's 3.5. Chloe and Demetrius, I think, both cleared, so they don't have to pay anything. They earned money.
I paid. Don't worry.
Gotcha. And Sticks, you should have earned some keep too, so you shouldn't have to pay either.
okay.
Because you worked with your Arcanum Society.
Certainly ragdoll during basic training.
I just did shady stuff. It's fine.
So, you'll wake up in the morning, you find yourself down at the tavern, buy breakfast if you'd like, and here you are going to kind of reconvene, plan out what you are going to do, make the move. I know Theta is definitely on the list of things that y'all wanted to do. In both senses of that word.
I am going to
No,
wake up.
Gosh.
not both senses of that word.
Not both senses of the word. It
Sticks.
is, I am going to wake up, walk over to Styx's room, and knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Hello?
First of all, was last night necessary?
I don't remember last night, but you seen Hoots?
Yeah, you gave him to, pretty much gave him to Chloe. More than likely he's in his or her room.
Oh, he's probably enjoying it. It's fine.
Secondly, you ready to go to Theta?
Yep.
As you're saying that, I'm just gonna come down the hall and I'm going to give Styx this look of just irritation and disdain as I say, thank you for finally stopping with your in. Ugh! And I can't even get through the sentence before just leaving.
I cast Thaumaturgy this time and continue the carnival music in his head.
I'm gonna turn around and slap you.
To Theta.
Both of you.
I'm going to hold my my fist out to fist pump Styx.
He's gonna wait till Lay turns around, then he's gonna tab it back. Alright. To Theta.
So there we go. Do we make our way there with no hassle this time?
Well, you have 3 other people that I still need to know whether they're there with you or not. Also, I don't know what Chloe did with Hoots.
He's just chilling with me. We're hanging out.
Fantastic. I assume Leon and Miara is going to follow with the rest of the group.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right.
Oh. I was just gonna make this like a hey, we're ready to go on this thing, get your pack ready. I figured you would have to set up her cart and all that.
I was just going to go along for the ride because it's at the Arcanum Society.
Make your way as a group.
That's fine, I was just checking.
You might be surprised by what you find.
Uh-oh.
So, as you make your way down to the Arcanum Society, group in tow.
Okay.
Group in tow.
Yes,
You are going to arrive at the Arcanum Society to a friendly receptionist with bug-eyed glasses that is smiling behind the counter. She's not very tall, probably only about 4'6", measly little 100 pounds, but she's happy, full of life, bouncy, everything that you imagine in a young, prosperous, new initiate. And the adventurers have not beaten the life out of her yet. And as you come in, she is going to smile and wave to you. Welcome to the Arcanum Society. Where can I direct you?
I'm going to say, hi. Haven't seen you around these parts before.
Oh yeah, I'm brand new. Just started up. I was a little initiate not even 2 weeks ago, but then I came out as a beautiful butterfly, and now I'm working behind the cleric, directing people to go exactly where I want them to go. I'm a little power hungry.
It's great. I'm actually trying to get in with this this place as well. Any tips?
Yeah, read more. Where's Theta? Chop chop.
Look at you, Six, and be like, rude.
She's down in the artifacts and
Did you-
deliveries today. If you go down the hall, she's the third door on the left. Go through there, up the stairs, to the third floor of the wing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're so very welcome.
And we start walking. I'm going to whisper to you. Trying to get advice here. I'm trying to get in with the society that you're currently in. Why you gotta be mean?
We got things to do.
Fine. And we walk.
As you make your way, you're going to finally arrive at Theta's door. And inside, you're going to see that she has a mountain of different things all piled up in different corners. Her workstations are abysmal, to say the least. Papers strewn everywhere, books strewn everywhere. She has been researching the mess out of this relic. And as you walk in, she's going to be walking around with her little halfling body, grabbing stuff off of shelves, throwing them into a backpack that's easily about her size, as she smiles and looks at you. I'm hoping that we're finally going to go on our little trip.
Ma'am.
Have you had enough time to prepare there?
I've been preparing for days.
I'm going to lean in and whisper to Demetrius. I think we left her alone for too long.
Never leave. What the heck? Hold on. That's weird. You can never leave a scholar alone with too many books.
So I see you're ready, but what about Urea? I can't remember if I'm pronouncing her name right or not.
Make sure you're pronouncing that name right.
I'm definitely not the half elf.
Oh,
Who's with
Raya.
Uriah.
She is not coming, actually. Something came up and she had to go. Somewhere up north, something about an ancient site that's been having a lot of disappearances.
Well,
Well, that's not good. We're down a spellcaster.
well, hold up now. Maybe it's not the worst thing. After all, if this goes well, that could mean an extra site to visit. As I cut a glance at Theta, hoping that she acknowledges what I'm hinting at here.
Oh, I don't know about that,
Um,
love. That takes clearance. Something I don't think y'all found quite yet.
I'm just gonna kind of be like, well, that's no fun.
Side-eye Leabelle, I'm just continue about.
Side Don't side eye me. Y'all are the. Oh, forget it. I'm gonna go play with Hoots.
She's going to anxiously just kind of look at y'all with the biggest eyes possible. Can we please go?
I'm ready when
Ready
these
when
two
you are,
hooligans
man.
are.
Yay!
I mean, I'm ready, but I think we were supposed to have 3 spellcasters to activate the relic. We're now down 1.
Maybe we have somebody we can bring from the society. Eager, young, wanting to make a good impression. Spellcaster.
Are you talking about the help desk chick?
Not at all. I'm just saying in general.
Oh, let's see. Who all did we have? Do y'all
Well,
not
it
have
was
another
originally gonna
spellcaster?
be- No, ma'am. Not a part of our party.
Hmm.
I mean, I've seen somebody else cast magic missile.
We all just turn and look at Leon. Are you a spellcaster?
I know a few spells.
See, there's something.
Is he a caster out of character?
I'm a fighter eldritch knight.
He is
I
an
don't know if that
eldritch
counts.
Yes,
knight.
he is a caster. He's an eldritch knight.
There we go.
We do have 3 casters
I mean, it's fine.
out of
As long
character.
as we have enough people, I'm sure we won't blow up.
Wait, did she say
Blow up,
blow
you
up?
say? I'm down.
Yeah,
Who
that
we
can
blowing up?
happen. That can happen.
Yes, Theta, I think we're ready to go.
Great. All right. So I already have the wagon packed downstairs. It's been packed for about, oh, I don't know. When was the last time that y'all came to talk to me? Like weeks ago?
A week.
Well, who am I to hold grudges? It's not like I've been waiting patiently. Okay, let's go to
I'm
the
going to say
wagon.
I'm sorry. I'm going
I'm gonna
to
just
say
give her
I'm
a hug and
sorry,
be like, I'm
Theta.
so sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, after all, congratulations, Styx. I did hear that you got moved up in the Arcanum Society. A lot of good time to do your report, huh?
Oof. Did you at least learn anything new?
No. No, I didn't.
Oof, never mind. So it was a waste of time. Time to go. Styx is gonna start running down the stairs.
I'm going to grab you and be like, did you seriously not tell us that she has been ready this long?
Actually, I'm going to look at you and say, actually, we did tell you that she was ready when we were.
Nobody
But-
talked to me all week. Don't even. I ran into
But-
Styx one time.
No, but we decided to go do that gem quest, remember? That was when we started giving her the intel, like to start looking into things. So we told you
So we
that
waited for a week
after
after
that quest that she was
Guys,
ready.
that is incredibly rude.
We were preparing, and now we're prepared. So let's just move on.
First, the stupid carny music, now just being a general nuisance.
She's going to be bounding down the stairs excitedly. She's got the relic in tow. She's going to rush down the stairs outside the front as the little happy clerk girl waves to y'all. Hi, bye, bye. Have a bright sunny day. Oh, you're gone. Oh, you're
I'm gonna
gone
give her
too.
a fist bump as we walk past.
Oh, neat. I don't know what that is, but cool. Bye.
Just
I am going to take.
tap your
I am
fist
going
to
to
my
take
fist, please. Thank you.
I am going to take a little tiny bow and say, "Have a good day" as I walk out.
You too. Oh, adorable little owl. And it's riding a bunny. Oh, she's gone too.
I'm going to smile and I'm going to laugh and like.
Actually, Styx is gonna come back in with Hoots, put him on the desk, and be like, "He's yours now. Bye."
Oh, no!
Oh my god. It's adorable. She's going to take him and put him on a little shelf, and he makes a little squeak sound whenever he goes down, like the little penguin off of Toy Story.
And we're gonna walk out the door without Hoots.
I know what you're
I'm gonna look
doing.
at-
That's cruel, Sticks.
Yes,
I'm looking-
as you get in the thing,
I'm
I'm gonna be
looking-
like, "Where's Scoots? Please
I'm
tell me."
going to
did
look
you
at Sticks and be like, "Are you gonna be okay without him? You guys have been a while."
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Sticks, are you hooting and scooting for no reason?
Like, she's too cheery. She needs to learn.
You're an awful human being. I'm going to walk back in. I'm going to be like, trust me, don't trust him. That owl will not be there forever. I'm sorry.
She's gonna be nuzzling the owl very excitedly.
Oh gosh,
Not
this makes
even
it so
paying
much
attention.
worse. I'm just going to be like, you know what? She'll learn. And just leave.
Theta's gonna ring around the corner. Where are everybody? Let's go.
I'm following still. I haven't stopped walking.
Styx is gonna hop up in the wagon.
You owe that lady an actual owl.
We don't. We owe her nothing.
Let's see.
Y'all
You
are
took
heartless.
forever. You took forever. Don't know you two. Hi, my name's Theta. Good to meet y'all. You're a thief, and
Hey!
I like rabbits. Here, you get to hold the relic. She's gonna pop it into Clove's hands.
I'm actually surprised she's not wondering where Rec went,
Oh, she knows where
Actually,
Rec
yeah, I'm
went.
thoroughly... Oh yeah, that's true.
especially since he insulted her.
Yeah, she knows. That's why she doesn't visit the temple. And with that, she's going to snap the reins as the horse takes off and begins to go towards the edge of Tarno.
Now, excuse me for a second. Zach, I'm going into Hoot's eyes. And I'm waiting for the perfect moment to snap him back.
As you go into Hoot's eyes,
hate
you're
all
going to
of
see
you.
that she is holding him in her hands and she is nuzzling his face with her nose and making little kissy faces as she calls him the cutest little thing that has ever wandered into her life.
Yep, that's it. Snap back.
And just like that, Hooch disintegrates in her hand, leaving a traumatized girl behind.
Oh, I'm having a good day now.
Do I see Hoots back?
I don't know if he got resummoned.
Well-
Did you resummon him or just dematerialize him?
No, I resummoned him.
Ah, yes. He is going to reappear. Unfortunately, I don't know if he carries his armaments with him.
Uh-oh.
In which case, I
Ooh.
believe the clothes are just gonna... I
He
believe
is
the
no
clothes
longer
just
dressed all fancy.
fade?
It's perfect.
I'm not entirely sure.
The clothes are just left in her hand with a pile of dust.
I am going to look at Styx, and Scarlet's gonna be mad at you. You better fix this before you see her again.
She's already mad at me. I think we're good.
I'm gonna look at you and ask what you did to make her mad.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's just keep on moving.
Oh, apparently equipment does follow them as long as it's considered
Oh.
essential
Okay.
equipment. Which in
No, it's
Hoots'
essential.
eye is
It
essential.
is not essential. It is
No.
not
In
essential.
I vote
Hoots' eyes, it
determined
is
by
most
Hoot.
definitely essential.
I vote it's determined by Hoots.
Oh,
DM's
nope.
discretion.
That's terrible.
What? Is it determined by not Hoots?
Nope. Apparently that just dropped to the floor. So she just watches this owl just dematerialized and turned into nothing but a little tiny tuxedo and glasses in her hands. And
Oh,
Hoots is going to rematerialize without any of his clothes from before, and he is going to look at you with a confused, horrified look as he begins to sulk on your shoulder, turning his back
Uh-oh.
to you.
Oh no, I messed up.
I'm gonna look at him and say, you can come sulk with me if you want, Hoots.
He's going to go to Chloe.
No one loves me. I'm just gonna stare outside of the wagon.
I would
Just-
give him a little pet
No.
on the head and be like, "It's okay, buddy. You're fine."
You did not know that owls could cry until today, Chloe. As a little tear comes down his eyes.
How far out are we?
Well, you only made it roughly about 20 to 30 feet, so before you did that to her.
Everybody keep going. I'll catch up, and I'm gonna hop off the cart and go
Oh,
back.
no, you don't. You're not going alone. I'm hopping out the wagon.
Oh my god, you're gonna hear Theta moan out in agony.
It's okay, Theta. I feel the same way, despite you hating me.
can keep going. I'm good. I'm gonna catch back up.
No,
Sir,
that's 2 spellcasters. I need that.
They'll be here. Don't worry. Keep going.
you're not leaving. I'm not leaving you alone. I've seen what happens when I leave you.
I'm just
Those
gonna
two are bosom
fly
buddies.
and- Just gonna fly, get the clothes from a very traumatized person, and come back out, cast my fine steed, and ride back,
Yes.
double speeding it.
Fine.
As
I am
you
going
go,
to hop back on the wagon and say, but I'm not leaving you. Artie is going to see Ajax. And I'm going to tell Ajax, follow him and make sure he's okay.
all right.
And all of you get pets now? Just be sitting over
Ajax
in the
is-
corner.
What is Ajax going to do to this? Because I can't control these little reactions.
I believe he's going to do exactly what you asked him to do. He's going to follow the owl. And Styx is going to make his way back to a happy little elf girl who is now balled up in the corner, rocking back and forth, holding what was once an owl.
What did you do to my? No, I'm messing with you. I actually need that back. But instead, look, I got you this nice little gremlin, and I'm gonna grab Ajax and try to hand it to him.
Ajax is in the air flying. He is nowhere near.
You're
He's
trying
just
to
watching
break
over
my
you. I told
nice
him to over-
NPC. You're so terrible.
I told him to overwatch you. I did not tell him to be right near you. He is flying high in the air.
Come here, Ajax. Come here.
No.
I'll
he's
give you
not
food.
going.
He's
want
gonna
a
shake
cracker?
he's shaking his head. No, he watched what you just did.
I'm gonna pull out a cracker. You want a cracker?
He's gonna stick out his tongue and give you an evil look.
All right, well, fine. I'm gonna need those clothes back. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I loved your owl to death.
She had a good life. It's all good. All right, I'm gonna take them clothes and I'm gonna hurry up back out.
Did you get your little doll's outfit?
Yeah.
Great. She's gonna snap the reins again.
I'm gonna have Ajax go back and send my backpack. He's gonna fly back from the sky and go back in my backpack, and I'm gonna toss him a treat from one of my rations.
And then this
It's gonna
clothes
burn
is
up.
going into my my backpack.
And Hoots is
Did
still
you say
ignoring
in your
you.
backpack?
So with that,
Ajax stays in my backpack.
Styx has
I
now
was talking about
procured
the
the clothes.
clothes.
Styx has now procured the clothes. Ajax is back, tucked away, snacking happily on his flesh sticks. And Hoots and Styx are still having their falling out because Hoots doesn't know yet.
Am I close enough that I could pick the clothes out of Stick's backpack?
No.
Dang.
Moving on. With the snap
No,
of the
we're not. We're
reins,
gonna come back.
with the snap of the reins, Theta is going to continue. And she is going to kind of head outside of Parno. Now, if y'all remember correctly, last time it took y'all roughly about a couple hours to get there to the Glistening Keep. Same principle applies here. As y'all are in the cart, you'll have a couple of hours kind of to talk amidst yourself. Leon, Miara, this will give y'all a great time to figure out more about Theta because she likes to ask 150 questions to you.
Okay.
And so, you are going to make your way towards the Glistening Keep. And as you do, Theta is going to look over her shoulder at you two and then look back to the reins. And she's going to look back over her shoulder again and then back at the reins. And then she's finally just going to kind of give into it as she looks back over her shoulder again. So, are you like some season elf or something? Not much of it.
Eladrin is the technical term, but yes, my appearance does change by the season.
Ain't that a nifty little party trick? And you're one of the high elves. I know exactly what you are.
And what, pray tell, would that be?
Just going to look around kind of confused for a second. A high elf, I'm assuming.
She's very literal, my guy. Very, very literal.
Yes, I'm a high elf.
Quite an interesting history y'all have. My father used to study those. Never really did study elves much myself. More of an orc person, my personal preference.
I'm going
Fine.
to say hello in orc.
To
Oh!
each his own.
Well, you see, the problem is with the high elves and the elves lot, there's such a rich and vibrant history, but it runs so far back. But the orcs, they don't have much of anything. Most of their stuff is written down in stones, kind of recorded through their own stories, literature. It's not quite as refined as the other elves. That's why I find it more interesting. There's a lot more to discover that isn't written in history books and texts and stored in libraries, you know? Now, as for this seasonal elf, now that's a new one. Don't fancy I've ever met one like you. Might have read about you once or twice in a book, but that's about it.
Well, at one point in time, we used to look a lot like the high elves, but my people were sent to the Feywild, and we adapted and evolved. Became one with nature, you could say.
See, I had always heard it the other way. I heard that the Eladrin started the entire elven kind not so long ago. But that's what it is with this whole history. Comes and goes. But what brings y'all out this way? I don't fancy many elves in this region, aside from the ones at the strip clubs.
Strip clubs.
She's talking about the sultry sultan.
Ah,
I will never
I'm gonna shun
go
her
back
when
to
you say
that
the name of
place.
that place.
No matter how much I need to talk with Scarlet, it's not happening. Not again.
They know better when I go there now. They know better.
I got thrown onto a bed.
Did you tell them no? Did you
Yeah,
tell them to stop?
and they kept
oh
doing
my
it.
god.
I was left crying.
I gave them a very warning glance, and they left me alone.
Well, I wish that I commanded that much presence, but I don't.
Oi, enough about y'all. I've heard all yours life stories. I want to hear about the other two. Shush. Go on, dearie.
Love you too,
Yes,
Theta.
ma'am.
Hey,
And
I
I go
want
back
to have
staring at the
something.
wagon.
I want to have something to remember them by when you all lot kill them.
Won't kill them.
Last time we all took a little wagon ride, I watched as y'all almost leveled an entire temple by yourselves. I don't know about that.
Okay, listen, that was the cleric's fault. And he's not here anymore. So,
Sounds like we
Oh.
joined the team just a little too late to enjoy that.
Oh, it
you
was
joined
quite an
up
interesting
there.
adventure. Ever seen a storm just spontaneously pop up for no reason? Well, I
You mean a
have.
hurricane.
Well, we haven't seen a storm, but we have seen a monstrosity just come out of the ground and
You weren't supposed
level
to
a
tell her
building.
that we've already almost killed you.
Ha!
We want her to like us.
I knew it.
I'm pretty
here
sure
I
we
am,
came
bringing
in at the
y'all
nick of
out
time
here.
and saved y'all.
Hey, this time it was her fault, and I point at Miara. And I'm like, it was a well shot arrow. It really was. I don't know about timing though.
Well, let's hope that this has a little less of the murder adventure and a little bit more just relaxing and discovery.
Oh, come on. You're working with us. You know better than to think that.
This is why I brought the bad horse.
I'm going.
Damn.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna just chuckle and then go back to looking out the wagon because, yeah, why not? Look at the scenery, see what I see.
Ooh. It's a long ride out here. Clover dear, would you mind playing us a few beats? I know you enjoy
Of
making
course.
music.
I was actually gonna ask if I could play a song to see if I could give everybody inspiration again.
Of course, dearie. Every time, it's a cherished event.
Do I have to roll a check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Trust me, you two, you're going to want all the inspiration you can possibly get. Enjoy, relax. It's maybe the last time you get a chance to.
Okay, after she says that, do you think I could like sneakily move to where I am positioned behind her to where she can't see me so that she thinks that I hopped out of the thing?
Stealth check with disadvantage, I guess?
All right.
Knows
With
you're there.
disadvantage.
And yes, and y'all all get inspiration as well. So,
Okay, even with disadvantage, it's still a 19
Including me?
yes.
because I have a
including you.
+10 to stealth.
Is this bardic inspiration or inspiration?
This is inspiration, which was even better.
Cool.
And yes, you are able to hide behind her for some strange reason that eludes me.
I just wanted to see if I could entirely. Exact reason.
All right. So as y'all play, y'all are going to arrive to the sunken keep a couple hours later. The gilded keep, as y'all roll up beside it,
and she slows down the wagon. She's going to take a long sigh. She's going to look out over the vast ocean waves as you see just the tip of the castle, still underneath the waves, sunk into the bottom of the ocean, or at least into the cove. And she's going to turn around and look at y'all. This is it, dearies. We finally made it back out to the keep. You still got the relic, right, Bunny?
That I do.
Look at Chloe and say, "Where is it?"
I'm going to pull it. How big is the relic?
The relic is... I
think last time you
Can
said
it
it
fit
was
in
hand
my
size.
backpack?
Yeah, it's... You can hold it with both hands. Trying to think of how best to describe. It's probably about the size of like a bowling ball, maybe a little smaller.
Okay. Do I have space on the seat beside me?
Yeah, you do.
Then that's where it is. I'm gonna put my instrument away. I pick it up. It's right here. And then, am I holding Hoots or is he on my shoulder?
He was just sitting on your shoulder.
Okay, sounds good. I got it right here.
All right. She's gonna jump out of the wagon, start to try and unpack everything. Kind of getting her little equipment area set up where she has her little tent that she's gonna start popping. She's gonna get out a little table that she's gonna start unfolding. She's
Help her
gonna start
set up.
putting. She's gonna get out her boxes that she uses. She's gonna get out her instruments that she uses to try and keep records and things like that.
Can
She's
I
gonna
help
get
her
out-
with the tent setup?
Yeah, y'all can all
I'm
help.
gonna help her with carrying stuff.
So, with y'all's help, after about 10 or 15 minutes, she gets everything kind of set up. She has the storage chest set up. She has her archaeology site set up. She has the tent set up for the cool shade. And y'all all kind of get prepped and ready. And now it's time. Or at least it's time to attempt to do the impossible.
I am going
Those of us
to.
who aren't spellcasters, can we use help to steady the thing?
You can aid.
Yes. Great.
6 of y'all. There's 3 spellcasters. This works out well.
All right, come on, Hoot.
So, are y'all ready?
Let's do this.
Ready?
No time like the present. All right.
Let's do it.
So she's going to lead y'all down to the water's edge. And as you get closer to the keep, there is going to be a giant kind of pedestal region. It's cracked. It's covered in mold, or not mold, but it's covered in mildew and seaweed from the ocean floors. And as y'all walk down there, there is a altar in the center with this giant sigil around the outside. And in the very center, there is this draconic claw that extends up. And it looks like something would fit there perfectly. This is kind of where Theta is going to motion for the relic.
I am going to walk over and I'm going to set it down.
She's going to go ahead and she's going to go ahead and start getting the relic in position. And then she is going to motion to the spellcasters to take their place. In the sigil, there are 3 circles that are kind of there. Doesn't look like it's necessarily meant to be there, just they're evenly spaced out. And she thinks that would be the best place for y'all to kind of situate yourselves. And so out of the 6 circles that are there, she tries to form a little triangle to the best of her ability and point you each to your own little circle. I need my 3 spellcasters to take their positions, and then I need my 3 assistants to choose who they are going to assist.
I'll assist Sticks.
All right.
I have got Demetrius.
That leaves Miara supporting Leon.
As all things should be.
Before we do this, I'm casting guidance on the 3 spellcasters.
Dude.
It adds a 1d4 to your next roll.
Oh, thank God, because I don't have a great arcana just yet.
Isn't guidance a concentration? Or am I thinking of something else?
You are right, because I can't read. Demetrius is getting guidance.
I'm saying I didn't think you could target multiples. All right. Actually, Sticks, I'm gonna have to say you can't do that. I hate to be that guy.
Casting.
Because you're
casting,
casting. Yeah. I'm gonna need your concentration pivoted towards the
That's fine.
actual cantrip. All right. So as y'all take y'all's position, Theta is going to work her way over to the relic, and she's going to begin to kind of situate it in there, and she's going to look to y'all and kind of give like a thumbs up. Y'all ready?
I guess. What exactly are we casting?
What am I doing?
Well,
Is
according
this
to
gonna lead to a battle?
according to everything that I read online, you'll know exactly what to do whenever it happens. So,
Okay.
Read online.
that's me as the DM. Don't worry, y'all should be perfectly fine.
Would
Oh,
this be a
boy.
good time to cast Cordon of Arrows for protection?
I don't know about that. It'll be fine.
But yes,
Okay.
according to everything that I read in all the lore and all the books, should know exactly what to do whenever it happens. We're just kind of winging it. All right, good luck.
Well, let's fake it till we make it. And I'm
I
gonna
am
start-
going to, at this point, hearing that, sit down, crisscross, enter a meditative state, and ask Aegis for guidance and what to do. And I'm just going to stay in that position until something happens.
Okay. Okay. Is anyone else praying to a deity during this? I'm curious.
See, the thought is crossing my mind, but at the same time, I know that
no,
trickery
Styx
is not
is.
the good idea here.
Sticks
Styx
is?
is gonna start focusing on the relic and casting stuff, I guess. Trying to send magic into it.
Just throwing spells at it?
Since I am only helping, I will pray to Terra.
Okay.
I don't know if praying is the best idea there. So
I'm so excited.
Taking
I'm
deep
not.
breaths,
All right.
slowing my heartbeat.
So, as she puts the relic into place, she is going to tap the top of it, and she is going to immediately rush out of the center as fast as she can as it begins to whirl and spiral and begin to fold itself over and over until the sigils around you begins to glow and the relic sinks into the claw, and the openings in the relic itself sits directly into the claw. And as it does, there is this energy that seeps down into the ground. The sigil begins to glow, and you begin to feel all of your gods forsake you.
Oh my god.
As there is this unholy, dark, necrotic energy that radiates around you, but it's not normal. It's not evil. It's not good.
At this point, I'm going to attempt to be like, hey, maybe this might work, and, and start praying to see
I
if it
am
makes
going
a
to come
difference.
out of my meditative
'Cause it seems
trance
very
and say I am
trickery.
sorry to Aegis.
So
Seems very
as
trickery-like.
this begins to furl around you, you feel, even with Nilotep,
Mm-hmm.
he's not there for you.
I
It's
didn't
like-
figure he would be.
It's almost as though every single god in the pantheon has just completely forgotten who you are. And as this energy pulses around the circles, around all 6 of them, there's this web of energy and magic that just traps and ensnares you into that position. And your memory is immediately filled with visions of the past, present, and future. And for a moment, you are no longer even part of this world, no longer part of this plane, no longer part of life. It's as if your very soul has just gone into limbo.
Is this everybody or
Does
just
anything
like
weird happen with my ring?
This
during
is
weird
everybody that is in the circle. So, because they are helping you, because they have your hands on you, they are bound in with this as well. And as this is happening,
Does anything weird happen with my ring while in the limbo?
I would tell you if it did.
Okay.
So, as you were kind of in this stasis, the only weird thing that's happened with your ring is it has receded. It's not
Like
cursed.
into my skin?
No, like
Oh.
nothing. Like it has
Oh.
no control over it all.
So I could
Uh-oh.
theoretically take it off right now.
You could if you weren't locked into a stasis right now.
You can't move.
And so, as this is happening,
Don't worry, that's not the hand I'm touching.
your mind is going to begin to see visions of the past, of war, of pillaging, of destruction. It's going to see visions of the present, where y'all are now, and it is going to see visions of the future. And these little visions of the future are they're broken apart. They're unclear. They don't make sense to you. They're fragments, teeth, blood, prosperity, happiness, war. It's all fragmented. You can't put any of it together. And as as the last of those visions begin to fade, you're going to begin to mouth the words Raspasu, 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 Raspasu. And as you begin to mouth these words, you're going to feel your very life force be pulled towards the relic. And then all of it is going to drop, and you're just going to come back into this realm. I need everyone to give me an Arcana check with advantage from help.
Everyone, including the helpers?
No,
No.
casters.
Okay.
Spellcasters.
Okay, you said
Got a
everyone.
20.
I was over here rolling.
and a natural 20?
11.
That's with advantage.
Dave, you get
And
advantage.
yeah, it's with
That's
advantage.
with advantage.
Okay. Leon.
I'm doing it. Give me a second. Give me a second. You gotta find it. I don't know where.
Wait, don't you get to
Arcana.
add a D4 to this roll?
No, he didn't. He wasn't able to use guidance for me.
Because I can't read and didn't realize it was concentration.
Oh, okay.
17.
Sticks.
Wait, we're inspired, are we not?
If you want to use your bardic inspiration, or
guys
if you want to
are
use your
inspired.
inspiration, you can. Though I
And
think
what
you
is
already
that?
used it for advantage, so you already have
Wait,
advantage.
I thought that was. Oh, okay. So it's just advantage that we get. We don't get to add a certain modifier. Okay.
No, it's full inspiration,
mind.
not bardic. Sticks.
Yes.
You and Leon both burn up a cantrip casting Rustful. Demetrius, you burn a first level spell slot. And then you will also take 3 psychic damage as well.
Okay. No, I don't actually. I'm going to do a thing. Heal and take that off of that. Confirm. There. Back at full health.
And so you burn 2 cantrips, he burns a spell slot, and as you do, you are going to be released from this hold, and you're going to kind of come back to your senses of reality. Your gods return to you. And you almost feel a sense of sympathy from them. And as you kind of come to terms with what you're trying to understand, what you're trying to feel, there's a giant shake, and the keep underneath you slowly begins to rise from the depths of the sea as the water rolls off the side of it. And this monstrous spire makes its way up into the sky, raining down mist and rain on top of you from the salt water as it tears its way up from the depths. And you see that the keep has risen.
Well, that worked and is also something I would never like to experience again.
I'm just gonna stay quiet with my eyes like in complete like that just happened.
Did we all see the same thing? And I'm gonna describe what I saw to see if it matches what everybody else saw.
Sounds about right, but there was a lot going on. And my head hurts a little bit now.
This is what kind of rises up off in the distance. You're going to have to walk to it. But I put in places. This is the ruins of the Glistening Keep. And as you look in the distance, you do see that there is a storm brewing, almost like Legorm is fighting it back in agony. The gods hate this place.
We did something that we probably shouldn't have, didn't we?
Only
This
one
is
way to
why I'm
find out.
speechless. This is
It would
why I'm
seem
not
so.
speaking, and this is why I'm internally asking for forgiveness to Aegis.
Well, let's hope for a good heist. I'm just going to start walking towards it.
I hesitantly, as everyone walks, and I see I'm getting left behind, take my first step.
I am going to pull out my pan flute so I have it ready in hand, but I'm not going to play it yet.
and everybody moves on ahead, Styx is going to check his backpack to make sure that special thing that he has is still okay and wasn't affected by the magic.
Special thing.
Yes, it's his own thing.
Oh
It's
yeah.
working.
Okay.
I forgot about his battle mask.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm checking on. I'll put on the battle mask.
I am going to send Ajax ahead to scout.
As y'all
as we walk.
kind of prepare, the keep does rise up in the distance, and there is a small stone, well, largish stone walkway that leads out there. It's mostly just rocks and spire as you make your way out. Ajax soars ahead, scouting ahead, and he notices something in particular. The keep is just barren. There's not much to really, no life. There's no, it's nothing. It's not really anything for him to report back on other than it's just ruins and rubbles. Theta is super excited by this, but is hesitant to come across quite yet. And as y'all make your way along to the front of the keep, you're going to see that there is a giant entranceway. What was once a massive glistening door, engraved into it was the faces of what looks like dragons with massive horns that are coming around, that curl around the top of their face. And there's one on each door. And the door itself has been completely caved in. Like it's been hit with a force unparalleled. Like a battering ram. And can't tell if this was before or because it was sunk, but you can see that beyond there lies the rest of the keep. And I think this is a good place to leave off for the night.
I saw it coming.
Welcome to the Glistening Keep.
Glistening Keep.
So, next time on Tales of Blood and Sand, we will see what lies beyond the shattered doors of the ancient Draconian keep that has made even the gods turn and flee. I can't wait.
Fantastic.
Nice.
I
I'm
cannot
filled with regret.
I cannot thank y'all enough for assisting in tonight's session and for the future of the campaign. I love my little BBEG team.
Team?
Oh, actually, there is one other thing that I do want to mention to y'all before y'all get off that might pique y'all's interest.
Okay.
The door, though it's broken in, there is a person standing at the door.
person.
Yes. Gonna find her very familiar.
Is it Faye?
No,
Really?
I think it's the Sword Maiden.
it is. It is the Sword Maiden.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
not her again.
I thought that we-
Standing in the doorway is Genevera, the Sword Maiden of Draconian,
Well,
waiting patiently for
here
y'all.
we go again.
My heart is just going to sink.
Do I even want to know?
I get to take a lot of. Hey, I have another tank in the party this time, though. It's not just me that has to take.
And I'm not allowed to use the exploit anymore.
For the two new people, she was the person we had to fight to get the relic to begin
Wow.
with. She summoned a bunch of swords, and it's around the time we lost our other party member, so we were a little weak.
I had to take a lot of swords.
We have to fight her
Just say that.
again?
I'm
Oh
not
my
sure.
God.
I did
don't
promise
know
her that
yet.
we were gonna clean out the temple and purify it, so hopefully not.
I have a feeling that she's gonna make sure we're ready to go into this temple before we go in.
Mm-hmm. Well, oh well. Guess that's a
It's
problem.
nice knowing you guys. It was a great campaign.
Oh my god.
Can't wait to play the next adventuring group that we're in to go find the Sidewinders who went missing.
So,
I'm sending Ajax to safety to go deliver the news
anyway,
before we die.
looking super excited to next session. I cannot wait to see what's on the other side of the door and why Genevera has shown back up again.
I thought she was
after-
happy because we gave her freedom last time we killed her. This doesn't seem like freedom.
This is not freedom.
Can't wait to figure out why she's here again.
On one hand, if I survive, I can tell this story to Heresy. The other hand, if I die,
Anyway,
You won't have
I
to
die.
worry about heresy.
don't forget, as always, feel free to like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss any of the notifications for when we go live. We always do this 7 p.m. Central Standard Time every Monday. Don't miss the next session. It's going to be good. All right, y'all. I will see y'all next time on Magic, Mischief, and